Hello YouTube, metaloidmonkey here, and I've got for you the first game in my Road to 50 True Skill. So I gave Marco the idea to do Road to 50 True Skill. He went right in and started playing ones, and I am starting to play ones now. Well, actually, I played 2 games, and I was actually not planning on even starting ones for like another 2 weeks until when I came back from spring break. But you know what? BB 2010 was online and BB 2010 was searching, and so I decided I was going to try to search down BB 2010, and it couldn't get him because it's really hard to search into somebody and when they don't have a mic, like coordinating that. So anyways, I happened to get this guy. This is the second game I got. First game wasn't very interesting. The guy just pretty much resigned pretty quickly. But I cooped my supply pad. Wait, no. Barracks. Oops. So that's really bad. Like, I looked back at the clip afterwards, and I saw that I had clicked. I looked like I clicked up a supply pad, but for some reason it just didn't register quickly enough. So now I'm at a disadvantage, and I checked, and this guy's second account. So now I'm like crap, because now, like, if there is a game I'm going to lose, it is going to be this one. Like, now I have put myself in this terrible position, and it's like to get a loss in my second game. Like that is not going to be good for my true skill here. So I went up to a 13 after the first game, and then this game is just good. That was just really bad from the start. So now I have to get crates, and I was just because I know he expanded, so that's fine. So I'm going to go barrack second on my expo, and now I'm going to be behind a pad, so I have to go reactor fourth on my main in order to match. Reactor fourth on my main in order to match even just his reactor fifth. Whether he goes reactor fifth or fourth is irrelevant. The point is that I am behind, especially when you're building the extra hog in the beginning. You're already tight for supplies on this map, and just being even further behind is just terrible. So now I'm sending my hogs over. I need to scout. I need to know what he's doing. I need to know if he's going to try to go straight into gremlins or get hogs. Or, I mean, by the way, don't really go straight into gremlins. It's not really a great idea. But anyways. So I'm scouting his expo, and I assume he's just going to go barracks second, and he did go barracks second. Maybe it was a barracks first, I don't know, but it's not a barracks third. So he's probably going for a reactor later, and that's his fourth pad going up, so I know that he's got his, he's going to be going for reactor fifth. And I keep my hog by my marine when you're playing on this map, that way you can kill his hogs if he tries to camp you. I clicked RAM, but it didn't really go for some reason, which is strange. Anyways, and nothing's going my way this game, so I'm building I was going to build a second marine, because I wanted to either grenade down more hogs, or because my marine, if I put in the reactor, it's probably going to die. But I figured I would live for some reason, I don't know. Anyways, I canceled that marine. And if you guys haven't figured it out, my marine's going to end up dying, but I mean, I'm just going to build another one, no big deal. I have my one tech right now, so that's good. I'm ramming, but if you see, only one hog is ramming. The other one's not doing anything. So that's great. And I'm just gonna keep building pads, and I just like, cause he could show up right now with Gunner, and that would be really bad. But I'm gonna try to get my second marine. Like, if I already had this marine, it'd be really nice. But I don't. So now this marine is gonna come out, and this marine is going to go in the reactor. I'm gonna keep my hogs by that reactor, cause he's gonna be on grenadier faster than I will. And that would be really bad for me, because I don't want to lose my hogs here, because I'm already behind, and on this map every little bit of eco counts. So now I'm just gonna get that marine in the reactor, and I'm gonna start playing for a new blood here, because I see that he still has his barracks. So that way I'm clear to do that. If I see him delete the barracks, I'm constantly checking just to see if he's gonna delete his barracks, because if he doesn't delete his barracks, my marines my marines will do wonders. But the thing is, my idea here is I gotta go for RPG marines and hogs. I happen to like that combo, because if he tries to, because I mean, I'm gonna be behind in a hog fight, just because I mean, I had to build the extra marine and I'm down eco, so he'd be able to get to Goss faster and everything. So I mean, he's got grenadier, and he could try to fight me, but my marine in the reactor is gonna do too much damage to him. It's a 1-star marine and it's full health. So now I'm just going to be locking my base, and so that way he can't pick my new hogs off, and I'm just going to keep trying to get the crates in front of the reactor. So he's actually trying to target my main, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to upgrade a supply pad on my main base. Generally, you want to upgrade 2 pads on this map, I mean, of course, if it goes later game, you can upgrade more than that, but basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to get these RPG Marines going. Now, I want to build Gremlins, but I really do have to match him with Hogs for now, because I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, and I'll get away with it just fine. So now I unlock my main base, and I'm going to send those up to go join, because I'd have to do something now, because he's going to do too much damage, because he's getting a lot of Grenadier Hogs on my base. And I look over back at the Expo base, and this is the exact reason I wasn't building Gremlins right away. Whenever I look over there, I'll look over there eventually. I believe he deletes it for, he deleted his barracks for an air pad. So, I mean, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm building RPG Marines and Hogs, and I'm sending my Hogs one way and my Marines the other. And it's 3 RPG Marines per Hog, and I just am able to tear his Hogs up really nicely. So now I'm just going to box him off so we can't get back towards the base. And right there, I'm just trying to set a rally point on his barracks, and it lets me, so I know he's got an air pad. So I'm going to keep chasing him around my base. I got my Hogs one way, Marines going the other. Now, if he wants to try to kill this base, he's going to take us he's going to lose a lot of numbers here. So I'm just going to keep RPGing down, get some stars on my Marines, which is really funny. And as soon as waiting for all the shots to stop, I'm going to try to heal my base here. And I just want to keep this base alive. But he does have another Hog, and he's going to stop the heal. But I mean, that little bit of health will definitely stall him. Hopefully long enough for me to get a full heal on the base. And so now I'm just like, wow, this is close. And then I see he has Goss, and I'm just confused. I don't know how he got Goss. Like, I guess I wasn't looking and checking the barracks for long enough. Like, he must have like deleted the barracks for the reactor as soon as I looked away on one of the times, and then deleted the reactor for an air pad. Like, that was just weird to me. I was like, how does he have Goss? I don't understand. He went right for an air pad. Well, that's what I thought. Apparently he went for a reactor first, and then he went for a barracks. I don't think he put a reactor up in his main, because that doesn't make any sense. And I did scout, well, I was sent a Hog down there. Partially unintentional, but then I sent it back. I was like, you know what, I do want to see actually what he's doing. So now I have my Hog over there, and I'm just gonna kill his Hog. Now this is bad. Now if my Marines... There was one Marine at the end that just didn't use its RPG. Like, it used its RPG, but it didn't do any damage. That is BS. Like, it should have killed that Hog, and then I would have kept my Hogs right at that choke point, and then I wouldn't have been out of position, and he wouldn't have been able to sneak that one Goss Hog behind the base. And I would have been able to throw the second heal on the base, and it'd been fine, because even though he gets his Hornet in there, I would have gotten too much health back on the base before he got in there. Anyways, so he kills my expansion base, and as many people know, on this map, if you lose your expansion base, you lose the game. Except now I've got all these units, so I still think I have a chance. So I have all these. So I have my units. He's building Hornets. I'm like, okay, I still got him countered, and I'm just upgrading pads. And eventually, I'll be able to get enough Gremlins and Hogs and hopefully Marines if I can ever get a barracks back up. And I should be good to go. That's what I'm thinking at this point. So I'm going to try to retake the base right away. Got to take some risks in time. And I'm going to put my Marines in the choke point and leave the Hogs in front of the base. I should put my Gremlins down with the Marines. And I'm just going to try to avoid getting killed by rebel turrets. Anyways, now I have my Hog in front of the base, even though they're pretty much dead. And I do heal them because I do want to try to actually make them more useful. So I'm running my Marines down there, and I'm going to send my Gremlins down there with them, but I gotta wait to get the Marines take forever to walk, so I gotta hurry up. And even though this is a small map, well, not even though, the Marines are great on this map because it is a small map, and the choke points make it really easy to block paths. So he's trying to target down my Gremlins with his Hornets, but I have my Hogs and Marines here, so I'm just going to target down his Hornets. And if he were to come back over and try to push on my Expo base, I would send my Hogs that way. And I would leave my Gremlins and Marines down here to fight his Goss. Because Gremlins and Marines do great against Goss, and Grenadier Hogs do well against air. So now I'm just going to keep trying to sit by the choke point. And so now I'm just waiting for him to show up. I see he's got his he's got 4 Hornets there. I think I almost killed one of them there. That's still pretty weak. I don't have money for a cryo. I don't have money for anything like that. I lost 2 pads there. That's not good at all. He still has an air pad. So, I mean, I'm still thinking I'm in pretty good shape. He shows up with 10 Goss, and I was like, oh, that's great. So now I stun him, and I'm just going to try to ram him and RPG him with everything I got. So I'm just I'm just like tearing him up right here, because my RPGs just do so much damage to Warthogs. And I'm going to try to get a barracks back. So I've secured my base, and picked off a lot of his units there. And now I'm getting my barracks back, so I'm still feeling I'm in good shape because his units can't really kill my units very well, and I'm killing all of his. So sure, he killed my expo base, but he did it at the expense of a lot of his units. So now I'm back. Now I'm back to a position I wasn't before, getting my barracks up, and I'm just gonna send my Marines back down to my main base, and my Gremlins will go with them. I should be splitting the Gremlins down. I'm a little slow to do that, but either way. And now that he is at my main base, I still have my Hogs following his Hornets around. My Hog did drive through the base. That was a little weird. Anyways, now I have my Gremlins going down and building more RPG Marines. He's targeting down my reactor. I guess he doesn't want me to build Gremlins, but I'm just going to keep building Grenadier Hogs. That's no big deal. The main thing is you always want to go for the eco on this map. That's why I love this map and I hate this map at the same time, because it's very finicky with everything. In terms of like timings and like I mean, come on, I delayed a pad by like 22 seconds or so because it was 75%, and so like that's quite a delay, and it really puts you at a serious disadvantage on this map. But the main thing is that I love this map at the same time, even though I hate it, because stuff like this works. You can go RPG Marines and Gremlins and get away with it. Like, that is awesome to me. Like, Marines useful? What? When did that happen? So now I have no more Marines and Gremlins, and I don't know how I'm winning this. Well, I mean, I didn't think I was winning it. I keep trying to pay for a pad, but I mean, I keep failing because I keep clicking it up and thinking I paid for it, but obviously I haven't paid for it because I just keep being a little bit short on cash. And I mean, I'm not really worried about that. I want to kill all of his Hogs here. He's got so many dead Hogs. And this is just a great chance for me. I'm just going to keep building my Marines. Once again, failing to pay for the pad. Overqueuing on Marines. Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to pick off more Hogs. So now he's done with Hogs. And when I finally do get the chance to try to pay for the pad, I almost pretty much completely miss it. So now I'm just going to send my stuff down. I got to push on his base. I've pretty much killed all of his units. Now I'm in a good position. I have all of these Marines. And now I'm going to just slowly work on these Hogs. I work on the Hogs, kill the base, hopefully, and defend my base with new Marines and Hogs. So I thought I only selected a few Marines. I meant to only select a few Marines. Anyway, all unit RPG, very good. And now I have he's got me 3 Gauss and a Hornet, and I have all these Marines and Hogs. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm getting a barracks up here instead of going for another supply pad because I want to. What's really countering him is the RPG Marines. The Hogs are nice, but they're just a little icing on the cake, or at least something for now. While I can't actually build Marines because I didn't have a barracks. So I'm just gonna RPG down more Hogs. I had let him get away with. Well, I don't want to let him get away with those Hogs. That's why I wasn't taking the time to quickly select individually to RPG. Because RPGs, for some reason, they don't spread like flashbangs should. Like flashbangs do. They really should. They should really add that in, make it much easier to counter air with RPG Marines. But now I have to push on this base because I saw he deleted the air pad for either a vehicle depot or a barracks or even a supply pad. Just anything but an air pad. And now I'm just going to main him here. I'm going to keep targeting down with my Grenadier Hogs and my RPG Marines, and I'm going to use my new Marines on defense. It's going to kind of RPG his Hogs, like 2 to 3 RPG Marines at a time, keep building them, and eventually I should be able to overwhelm him. So I actually looked back at the game stats, and for some reason he built like 2 flamethrowers at some point. I'm not entirely sure where he did this. I did not see an enemy engagement. He didn't go for my reactor at any point. And it said he built it like around this time. So I mean, I'm guessing he had built them and then locked his base and then relocked his base. Like in that time, I was looking over at my base, which is strange. He seems to do things when I'm not looking. Either way though, I'm just gonna keep RPGing down more hogs, because RPG Marines just tear up hogs. They don't do very. I mean, Goth hogs do well against regular Marines. Well, not really actually. Goth hogs do well against grunts and stuff like that, Covenant infantry and stuff. But UNSC infantry just does really well against hogs. That is, especially when they have RPG. I mean, I'll definitely take an army of RPG Marines over Goth hogs. Definitely much better. Especially, it's not like you sure you run into a mobility issue, but if you can split enough of them up, then the RPGs will just beat the hogs. Beat the Goth hogs easily. So now I'm gonna try to just follow him, and now as you see, I'm trying to. I think I was trying to split. I don't think I actually did split there. Anyways, to target down the Hornets, but they get away. And so I'm going to heal my base because I don't want him pushing back on it, and I'm going to go just push on his base, and that should be enough for me to be able to win this game. So I mean, at this point it's pretty clear I'm going to win this. It was pretty bad for me. I almost lose my main base, lost an expo, and I mean, come on, the barracks first I think is really what screwed me in the beginning, because I would have just been able to keep up with him just fine. And I mean, I would have been equal on hogs, and then I wouldn't have had to lock my base to keep the hogs in. And then the RPG Marines would have just been there to finish, and I would have been able to push and win early, because he wasn't going to do any significant damage on me, because I would have been equal on hogs. I wouldn't have been behind a hog or two. So, and no high-level game would be complete without the obligatory message from a high-level player. There we go. BB's messaging me. Everybody loves BB. You can't hate the guy. Because really wish he'd upload more videos. But either way, we were trying to search each other down, and just struggling to get him. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the first game of my Road to 50 True skill. Love Vandersmeers on this map. Hate him at the same time. But I love him because there's a variety of stuff you can do. I hate him because they are. So many things can go wrong for you in such a short time. So I mean, it's just really touch and go on these. Anyways, I'm just gonna finish out the end of the clip I recorded here, because I mean, I was just like waiting. I was like, oh, who do I tell about this? This is quite the game. I almost lost it, somehow won it, and it just turned out great. And there he is, Marco Sionel just logs into Xbox Live, and hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. Have a great day, and this is the Road to 50 True skill, metaloidmonkey style.